here. This is Crimes and Punishments Sherlock Holmes, which is a next gen, or it's now current gen, whatever. Sherlock Holmes game, and the big thing about this one, it's by the same developer that made a couple of these, and they're pretty decent, I think. I didn't get into any of them, but like I can respect them. I think they're decent. You can fail in this one. You can accuse the wrong people, and the game goes on, which I think is awesome. So expect that to happen because I suck. I know that guy. I know that guy too. Saw him in a movie. Well, that guy in a TV show. I remember reading about that lady in a book. Her name seems familiar. I always feel a little weird about opening credits or even closing credits that are only fictional characters. Let's see how loud this is. Oh, I missed it just in time for it to stop. Loud intro. Okay, I'll see if I can turn down the master volume another 10% or so. Thanks for saying something. I'll get that. That's what I get for taking these off too early. Oh god, this is another one of those loading screens where you actually got to push a button at the end. Holmes, what are you doing?
Holmes, will you stop that?
Holmes, you're being a drunk asshole right now. You scientifically.
Stop, Holmes!
Ugh.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose
Probably,
Watson
Watson.
is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious.
It's so
that I would
mysterious.
prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Merry Men struck again.
What have
I
they
hate
done
those
this
guys.
time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee.
Now none of the police officers can go
I
to the
should
powder
hope Mrs.
room to
Hudson
freshen
here.
up.
I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Okay, first off, let's lower the master volume. Especially the music. I mean, that should overlap with everything else, but... Press the square button to open the casebook and check your current progress. Progress, none, because I just started, right?
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Oh, can't do that yet. I gotta do shit at Baker Street. There we go. Uh-huh. Fascinating. Evidence, Peter, whatever. Okay, well that's good to have, I guess. What's up, Watson? That's not
You
the
go
button for
along to
talking.
Peter Carroll's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the
I will say
mess
this
you've
is,
made here.
you know, this is pretty good. It's pretty decent on PS4, graphics and everything. It's definitely a
My
big step up
archive.
from
I can always consult with
previous
it
one.
if needed.
I don't...
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can all...
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
shut up. Oh, okay.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Why am I not finished here? I can Sherlock walk. All right, what is the big deal?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
What am I? Telescope? Fine. Oh, I'm so glad that I... can I get out? Okay. He's just got that pointed at said window? He sure does. Sherlock, I'm beginning to think you're not a very good investigator. What could I possibly need to investigate that I can't go out and do things? Door to Holmes's room. Do I need to get dressed? Whatever. Whatever. You don't need clothes. Overrated. Just go in your nighting gown. Fine, I'll clothe myself. Hang on, Sage, I can check. It was the one that you put in the registration for the donation. So let's see where that was. Makeup gamers. I can't spell. I'll try and do both these. Yeah, I'm a sailor! Unbuttoned suit. Casual suit. Black suit. Brown suit. Green suit. I do like the green suit. Gray suit is pimping! Yo! Bollocks. I mean, we might as well go through all our options real quick. Alright. I think it's gray suit. And to the makeup table. Oh, so you can just make him look like whatever you want. Because he's got the special effects knowledge or whatever. Stream. Okay. Streamers for a cause. Let's go to my pages. And then we'll go to manage list. And we'll go to Sage's face. Sage's face is just a name on a list. And that should be... Am I right in that it is a Hotmail that starts with BRS? Hang on. Make sure I'm clicking in the right space here. So yeah, let me know if that Hotmail is correct. Alright, I'm gonna dress like this. Okay, it might be that he just hasn't sent it yet. We've both had a rough start to the month, so I'll send him a reminder. Do you have any particular? Oh, I'll just go to Watts's room. Steal his shit. Do you have any particular preference that you can think of at this time, like Amazon or a game company or something like that? Just preferably something that he can acquire the gift card or amount online, and I can send him that way. And then whenever he gets a chance, we'll get it all done in one go. Hopefully. Austin doesn't have anything I can steal. What a lamer. I'm out of here. Alright, now I'm allowed to go. There we go. Oh, see, I like loading screens like this. Like in-universe loading screens. Whereas now we have another loading screen. Which is not great.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Okay. I'll mention that to him, and, but in the meantime, we gotta investigate the garden.
It seems
See if
that
there's...
the garden was well maintained.
He speaks without opening his mouth. Truly a talented individual. What are you, Oh, you're looking at the footprints? Can I look at the footprints? You would think that's an important clue. I'm just gonna stomp all over him. Fuck evidence. I am Sherlack Holmes.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Or, I'm glad you can identify me. Can I go through the door? No. Sure, walking quickly, going everywhere. Powers from the amulet we found in the attic. Amulet is green. There we go.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Okay.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible
He got
temper.
super drunk.
Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Do
Well,
you
when was the
remember
body
at
found?
what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door, and oh dear.
Any
Was your
visitors?
husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband
he did it all
took care of
himself.
it himself.
Then again, he's retired, so. Oh, I get to stare at her face. Crested tit. Okay. I kind of like that system.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind.
Oh, so how do I answer
You have indeed
her, then?
suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter
I'm
was
just
never
retrying this
easy.
here. I'm learning
still
how the
my
game
husband.
works, okay?
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Never mind.
What am I supposed to do there?
You have indeed suffered a great
Do I
loss,
hold the
Mrs.
button? Do I
Carey.
push it?
Nevertheless, I believe it...
Yes.
He
Oh,
was
I can skip
different,
the text.
wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Listen, I'm an excellent detective. I want no
Oh, my
sass.
goodness, but how do you know about that?
I pulled up my book. I'm glad I have my book. Does my book have anything that will actually tell me how I know that thing that I apparently know? Oh, there we go. Is it the... Oh, hang on. Okay, what was the specific line? You first met him upon your return from Plymouth. Let's go back to our evidence. It's not the garden.
You undertook a pilgrimage
Yeah.
to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth.
Oh wow,
I believe
that's
that you
a
met Peter
way better
Carey
connection
as a
than the
young
actual
sailor there,
game
and you
evidence
married
and my
him
own
soon
knowledge has.
afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
How did you know that, Mr. Holmes? I follow you on Twitter.
Who could do such a thing?
My poor husband. Who killed him? Was it you, officer?
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. I feel like the only thing they've told any of these officers is my name. Like, they don't even know how to be Policia. I can't go back here. Can I go in the thing? I get frustrated quickly. Okay. In here? Are you gonna let me go anywhere? I guess now I'm gonna be allowed to do a thing. I'm hoping. Can't. Oh, R1. Concentrate your attention. Land around the stone pathway. Footprints. Examine the footprints, jerk.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Big-footed motherfucker did this. What a rapscallion. Did that add to my evidence? Great. Okay. Let's see if I can... There was that other word that popped up.
These foot...
Okay. Let's see. What else? What else is there? This guy knows my name. He's suspicious. Let's see if there's any... Oh. Let's see if there's anything... Oh, I'm gaseous. Any additional evidencia around... Oh, I had another burp. I'm sorry. The suspect number 1. Alright. Sorry for the wandering there. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how to do things. Garden, examine.
It seems that the garden
What
was
an
well
excellent
maintained.
garden. I'm glad that I once again noted that. Can I talk to
Peter
you?
Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Alright, can I go in the fucking cabin then? Thank you.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Oh, it's gonna smell
Hello,
like
hello,
balls when we open that.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Examine the door. Door lock. Scratches.
These
I like the
scratches
idea
are
he's just
fresh.
like, door lock.
Someone tried to force open
Instead
the
of
door.
Sherlock being very
I
smart, he
swear these
maybe
scratches
not.
were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Did you just admit you put a shitty lock on here? Good job, police. Oh, you're really, really dead.
What a terrible way to die.
You are so
The
dead.
ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
What we got in here? Chest contents. What is it? What's in the chest? His boots? Well,
Peter
he
Carey's
doesn't
boots
need
were
them.
to be a size 8.
Okay, so later on I'm sure I can compare
Old
those
navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
to the feet. That's all in there apparently. What's on the table?
Someone drank from this glass recently.
There's 2 glasses.
Someone drank...
Yeah, thank you. Hey, look, there's tobacco in this tobacco pouch.
This aroma is
Weird.
familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Why can't I move these things? I can only move up and down. I'm not a fan of this. This is such a pain. I don't know. Like, I know it's a ship, okay? But I don't know, like how I'm supposed to angle this to do the thing. Yes, there. I did it.
This is a quarter
Thank you,
pounder,
skip function.
Quite strong and very popular among sailors.
I'm sure that that screws me in trophies or something. I don't know. Who cares? I really
Rum,
don't.
a sailor's drink. It
Oh,
seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Anything wrong with the light? Anything else interesting? I guess we'll go take a look at that. Pool of blood. There we go. Were you writing a book?
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
That's pretty specific. Let's, can we open? Let's,
The pattern of the blood
Let's
stain
open it, you
indicates
guys.
that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
But yeah, I'm definitely open to what we're talking about in the chat is doing on a Thursday. We usually do 9-ish, 9:30. Doing some fibbage, but this is a big week. Got a new
This blood
fibbage
is from
basically.
the pool underneath
Said
the
Sherlock
dead
Holmes
body.
in the 19th century. I gotta keep in a character. What's
Peter
on the
Carey
handle?
tried to defend
Oh, he
himself
tried to
with his
defend
knife,
himself.
but he did not succeed.
He did not succeed. Sherlock Holmes, typical understater. Let's examine the corpse.
Peter
Harpoon.
Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Okay. His clothes.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Pierced chest.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey.
No, still fully dressed.
This
Peter
man
Carey's
is in his
face.
50s.
Oh, I can do a thing. He's got boots. How do I use the boots? Find a use. I don't... How do I use...
Peter Carey.
He was fully dressed, but he doesn't have his boots on, because I found them over in a stupid... Oh, but that's... Let's see.
This man. Peter Carey.
Let's go over to the icon here. Tip bird. Chest content. Like, I got the boots. I saw them. They're significant. Like, I can notice this asshole's wearing boots, but he couldn't be because I have his boots. So how do I tell the game that I have his boots? Yo, game, I've got his boots. What the actual fuck do you want me to do with them? Find a use. Is it... you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do the thing I was thinking about earlier. We just take the boots over to these footprints. There we go. Okay. So we gotta... drag down. Oh.
These
It's not a
boots
match.
don't
No,
match
it's
the
bigger!
footprints.
Okay. Of course there was another man. Did I just figure out that he didn't stab himself through the thing? That's almost, like, obvious.